Hey everybody, Reds fan 1979 back here with a special baseball card video. This is a response video for Ethan's Elvis covers 3,500 subscriber giveaway. Ethan's definitely one of my top 10 favorite YouTubers to watch from videos standpoint. Got great content, great enthusiasm, and I gotta say he's one of the youngest people that has the most success. I mean, I don't know many other people under 21 that have the kind of success he does. He's a college student, really nice guy, down in Kentucky. Used to live there, so I have a little bit of a heart for that. Includes his family in videos, which is really cool, and he's just got a great knowledge. And he must have a good business going because the kid buys a lot of cards, and most college students are poor. So I think I heard him say before that he's operated his own card business, buying and selling for several years. So that's pretty impressive if you think about it. Most kids in junior high school aren't thinking about that, but definitely appreciate that. So again, Ethan, good luck to you. Great luck in college too. I think it's awesome. You said you're an education major. Sounds like you want to be a teacher. God knows we need great teachers carrying it forward for us. So again, great, good luck to you. So in his response, he wanted two questions to be answered in the video. The first was, how did we get into collecting, which I always think is a fun story to hear from people. And then the second is, what player would we, if we could choose to meet one player, who would it be and why? So, most of you guys know my story about getting into collecting. It's very familiar, like a lot of people's. I started as a kid back at 7 years old, 1986, 1987. My dad would go on work trips and, get me a pack of football cards, pack of baseball cards from time to time. It was a nice little surprise, something I would look forward to. And he wouldn't get it every time, but most times he would, and he'd kind of do something fun, make it like a little surprise. So that was always awesome. I mean, back then cards were 50 cents a pack, 40 cents, maybe 60 cents at most. So, I mean, pretty affordable. And, so I started mainly with the 1987 Topps baseball with the wood grain design. That was pretty cool. Definitely more into collecting teams back then, or trying to get the set. There weren't a lot of insert cards or like autos, relics, that kind of stuff. So a bit of a different game there. So when I got to high school, I kind of fell out of cards about 1994. Just got into a lot of other things that high schoolers do and didn't really think about cards. Went off to college and then got married, and it kind of wasn't a priority for me. It just dropped. When I got remarried, and my wife and I got pregnant with our daughter, again, a lot of you guys know the story. Went to go buy a Honda CR-V, which is what I'm driving, good, reliable SUV, and met Joe Morgan, Hall of Famer for the Reds, and he gave me an autographed baseball, which was really awesome. So I decided to kind of make this little Reds shelf in my basement. I don't have a man cave, I have a man corner, so it's a little different, but got a couple, 3-4 shelves from IKEA. Great place to buy cheap stuff to kind of get you set up. I think the shelves were like $7-8 each, so I spent maybe $30 on the 4 shelves, something like that. But nice, simple. They've got a ledge and stuff, and you can get those little display, little, almost look like little art easels that you get, little display things you can show cards on. So pretty sweet. And just decided to start collecting again. Started wanting to get a couple Joe Morgan cards to highlight around the baseball, and then started buying cards back in like 2015 of my favorite players for the Reds, Votto, Larkin. Started going for some of the autographs and things to display, Griffey, stuff like that. So that's kind of how I got back into collecting. Again, similar story to a lot of you guys. I started maybe about 2 years ago doing YouTube, and I've met a lot of cool people in the community. Everybody's really unique and different, which is what I appreciate about the channels, and I do hope to meet people someday at the National. And Ethan, I don't know if you've ever had a chance to go to the National, but I hope you get to someday as well. Be cool to meet you in person. So, and then for the second question, meeting a player. Wow, that's tough. Like, I've already met Joe Morgan, so that's pretty awesome in person. I met Chris Sabo, the 1990 World Series Reds. I'm just trying to think of who else I'd like to meet. There's a couple different Reds I'd like to meet, but The one I think I'd really like to meet is the Reds' new hottest rookie, Aristides Aquino. The kid's amazing. All kinds of major league records for the fastest to 8 home runs, 9, 10, 11, and now he's got 15 home runs and like 35 RBIs in 20-ish, I'll say, games, something like that, 22. He's cooled off a little bit, but he's still over 300 with those stats in like 20 to 25 games. I think that's pretty amazing. And he's just a humble guy. He doesn't, when he hits a home run, he doesn't sit there and watch it for 5 seconds. He doesn't have any really on-the-field antics. I've never seen him argue a lot with umpires or anything. Just a humble guy, and I've seen them do interviews with him. He speaks Spanish. He has a translator, and I took a lot of Spanish in high school and college, so I think that'd be kind of cool to maybe speak a little Spanish with him and just congratulate him on an awesome rookie season. Unfortunately, his rookie cards don't look like they're going to be coming out until 2020 Topps Series 1, along with Bo Bichette and a couple others that were called up later in the year. But I'll definitely look forward to getting those when they come out. So thanks again, Ethan, for listening to my response video. Sorry it's a little long, I know, about 6 minutes, but just wanted to cover everything thoroughly for you. Again, wish you a lot of success with your channel and in your future, hopefully with your teaching career. So, all right, everybody, have a great rest of your week, and please like, comment, subscribe.